to go. Fucking stuttering! Fucking stuttering! Fucking stuttering! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand. He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Darling, you can smile more. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania. That's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cock. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yard, 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 yard. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yard, 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 yard. It's really ready to go. You're some Hollywood horse bitch. Pity fuck. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania, fucking sizzling. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania, I'm gonna make quad your main balls. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania, oh my god, like yeah. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania, beat him into submission. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania. Yada 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 yada. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania. You got me. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania. So fucking crazy. Ocean Mania, take me by the highway. Ocean Mania. Fuck off! Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. She's like, it's oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon.
For the players.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
What are you doing?
Adjusting your breasts. You fainted and they shifted all out of whack. There.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait, has she gone or is she here? Kathleen Kennedy's employment status is queer.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Oh, hi everyone. Welcome to afternoon tea with us. I've got my afternoon tea, Yorkshire Gold. I thought it was a mark. It's got to represent the big guy today. I gotta smash that quick before it gets cold. How you doing, everyone? How is your Sunday going? I've had a productive day. I watched some Transformers cartoons. Oh, not the new one. No. I'm talking the oldie ones. Trucker Rob's panicking. What's up, Trucker Rob? Trucker Rob with the $5. Supers aren't working for me on mobile. Anyway, yeah, they are. I can see them. I saw that. And then I saw this test. Maybe you're getting a delayed notification or something. As I want to make you a bet to help motivate your weight loss and diet. Sounds ominous. I'm on day 21 of keto. I'm on day 96 of no energy drinks. I'm on day 84 of no sody pop. I'm on day 73 with no alcohol. I'm on day 21 of keto, and I'm on 38 seconds without okay. Bird trip to Australian Transformers. Ayo. Women in disguise. So I watched some Transformers cartoons. Cooked myself a lovely breakfast, lovely keto breakfast, sausage, bacon, egg. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, can you? And because, sadly for me, I guess, but I don't know, because I have reduced the calories, you know, the old stomach shrinks, so you can't eat as much as you used to. So I had a breakfast, and it's like, you know, I'm stuffed. I probably won't even eat again till just before Sunday Fun Day. Sons of the Forest returns today. Sunday Fun Day. And then I cleaned out Belle's poop. And then I hoovered the front room. Then I watched some Lotus Eaters, and then I did a stream, and then I got ready for my stream. Once upon a time, maybe I would have had a second breakfast. Now I can't. At the moment, I can't. And if truth be told, as long as I, you know, eat when I'm hungry, like, so they're normally at the right times now. I'm starting not to miss a carb. You know I said that I would fuck a tramp's asshole for a carb, but I'm okay. When I eat, I don't crave that those beans on toast or you know, a pizza. Look at all this. What's all this? Oh, I bet you wish that was you that I was doing that to. These are my 4Ks. This is I don't have a big one. 4K collection. Come on. Holy. But I'm taking these are going downstairs. I ordered a rack, which no doubt I'm gonna have to build myself. So I built myself a rack. So I've got my 4Ks here. And I've got my Dover Does here, which isn't many Dover Does. And then I got some Blu-rays here, and then I've got a whole stack of... If you notice this from yesterday, there's been a couple of changes to the rack. The stuff which is on the top there, all gone. The stuff apart there, all gone. Yeah. These are all going, because these are all Blu-rays here. They're all Blu-rays. So they're going. And then all those... And all those... they're PS4 games. So I think it's time for the PS4 games. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just get into video capture settings and Tiger video. Focus off! Right. We shouldn't with the zoom. We shouldn't do that with the focus. So I think it's time for the PS4 games to go. After all, we are in the PS5 generation now. And it's time for that. So that is my Graham Nolan subway Batmobile for Azrael Batman. That's gonna stay. These are gonna stay. These my toys. But I've got to decide what's gonna replace the stuff on the shelving. Yash. I gotta decide what to do that. PS5s aren't real, just like birds or Australia. Or women on the internet. You missed that one. Just like women on the internet. I vote Lego. Well, I actually took there's a couple of Lego sets that I had on there that you guys couldn't see. I love Sunday Fun Day. Because Sunday Fun Day is just, don't get me wrong. I love doing my streams, my FNT, my Real BBC, my Sunday Fun Day, my Hot Toys. I love doing them. But you know what I love? I love spending some time with you. Just you and me. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. I'll do most of the talking. So there was actually a couple of Lego sets on there that you couldn't see because they were on one of the rows down there, which is blocked. Oh, by the way, I also dusted it. Can I just say that it really, really needed a dusting? Really needed a dusting. But I dusted it as well. And I dusted all of Cara Dune and my gay stormtrooper. So, I had actually a couple of Lego sets on there, little Lego sets, obviously, because it's just a small case. But I actually had the Lego Hidden Side prison on there, which had fallen into a little state of disrepair, which I did fix. So I had that, which also needs a bit of dusting, but you got an inside there. You got a little stuff going on, and little prison cell there, little toilet. As soon as you go in, there's a shitter. No privacy whatsoever, no privacy whatsoever. Little wanted poster on the side there. So I had that there. That was one of the things that I had. So that's actually in my front room. I have one of those IKEA. Those. I've got one of those. Well, I've got 3 actually in the front room, but in one of them is just completely full of Lego. Completely full of Lego. But it's just the Lego it's full of is just the hidden side stuff. Because I actually really liked the hidden side stuff. So this was another little Lego set that I did have on the thingamajig there. So these have got to go downstairs onto the into the cabinet there. The hidden side stuff's quite funny, particularly when you link it up to the app, and then you can play the Zappy video games, which are quite good fun actually. When you go ghost hunting, and then I went onto the multiplayer online, and I absolutely dominated because like 5-year-old kids just play it. I crushed them. I crushed them. Yeah, that Devastator is amazing. That is the BK something or B something, BDK Devastator. And I have the protect Jesus, why is my brain not working today? I'm going to stare at you until I remember your name. Superion. No, Superion's the Superion is the planes. Protect. Whatever. I've got him as well. I can't remember his name. So yeah, I'm starting to shift some stuff around because it's going to go into a different area. Yeah. So yeah, it just looks a little bit neater. It'll look even more neater when that goes. Get those off because they can find a house. I'm thinking of moving the retro, because I've got all the retro games down below. Just a little bit of PS1, a little bit of PS2, Dreamcast, stuff like that. But maybe move those up to replace the Defensor. Thank you, Defensor. I've got Defensor over there as well, which is pretty amazing. It took me 3.5 hours to put Defensor together. 3.5 hours. What was I saying? Yeah. Move maybe the retro game stuff up. That'd be quite nice. Some other things, and rice and pea. So yeah, that'd be nice. Maybe just put my a cocaine just there. So if I can just spin the chair around and go, woo! Let's stream, baby. Let's go. 15 hours. Let's go. Something like that. Defensor is in a cabinet, and he's right at the back. But I do believe I put a picture of him up on my Insta. Yes, I did. So I can share that. Follow me on Instagram. Link is in the description down below. There's Defensor. It took me, no word of a lie, probably about an hour. Maybe more, to get Groove to properly attach to his leg because the instructions were so poor. I couldn't tell how to put him onto the leg properly. And then I couldn't find any videos that showed how to do it. And then finally, I just let a video run because I was so frustrated and trying to and then in that video, the guy turned Defensor into a certain position and you could see how it was meant to attach. And after that, boom, Groove got clicked on. So that's nice and secure as you like. I worked out how to do the transformation because of that, because this groove is a fucking to transform. And then that went on pretty easily. Took a little bit to get the hood, aka the bonnet, to bend as it should. And this went on pretty quick. The ambulance. And then the helicopter took about an hour and a half as well. The helicopter had some really awkward transformations, which the instructions were really, really poor in showing. But this is the same size as Devastator. So they are a couple of big boys. However, the one transformer, which is apparently in scale, which does tower above them, is Skyfire, aka Jetfire. And I was like, how is Skyfire so huge? And anyway, it's been 30 plus years since I've watched the Transformers cartoon from 1984 onwards, 1984 to 1987. So I started to watch that. And even though it's out of the continuity is all over the place in the cartoon. Give me the first season and I will place it into the proper chronological order, because it is chronologically a mess. Jetfire is massive in that. He is Skyfire. Sorry, being a Brit, Skyfire in the US came out in the UK, got called Jetfire in the UK. So ever since I was a kid, I've always known him as Jetfire, but he's Skyfire. So it's difficult for me, when you've got that muscle memory, but I'm trying to get there. But Skyfire was huge in the cartoon, like huge. Because they used to actually get ladies, they used to get inside of Skyfire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Somebody said, no, Drew. No, Drew, no. You see, Drew, that's why you're a gray and not a green, because you have opinions like that. Now, somebody just said that they're a big fan of Soundwave. Last night, I took this little picture poo for the Twit Twat, because Mandy Summers was talking about getting a Devastator. Here's my Devastator in that cabinet. And then with it, here's my Soundwave. And this is actually a fourth-party Soundwave. In actual fact, I don't have a lot of official masterpieces because my favorite brand is Fans Toys, which I think are far, far superior. And then there's some great fourth and third party stuff. This Megatron is a fourth party Megatron. This Soundwave is a fourth party Soundwave. By the way, I'm just waiting for the Decepticon stickers to arrive before they start getting branded. And the Devastator is a third or fourth party Devastator, and the Defensor is a fourth party Defensor. But this Soundwave, I think, is outstanding. And you got Frenzy, Ravage, Laserbeak, and Rumble. So, yeah. This is basically the Toy World Devastator. This is the fourth party version of the Toy World Devastator. Now the Devastator is flimsy. It is flimsy. So you gotta pose it with some love and respect. But my God, it does look outstanding, and it did connect. This did not take long to connect or transform. The instructions were perfect, and the connection onto the other robots was no problem. So I'd say the Devastator took me
less than an hour. Probably about less than an hour. Let's just say an hour for the sake of it. An hour to put together completely. So this is just a little, yeah, this is just my little Decepticon. Because my display over there, yeah, since I'm going full nerd, so this is just the G1 stuff. By the way, Ratchet's stickers are getting changed. Because in G1, he didn't have the Autobot logo there. That came later. In G1, it was just the red cross. And I do have the red cross stickers. You do get red cross stickers. So I'm going to use one of the Lego tools to peel off those stickers. And then they're going to be replaced by just the red crosses. So we've got Defensor at the back there. Skyfire, Grimlock, Slag, Sludge, Swoop. These are all fans' toys. And I just managed to pick myself up a Snarl. The Snarl's on the way. Then we got Perceptor. Obviously, Optimus Prime. That, by the way, this is a fourth-party Optimus Prime. And this sticker, this is actually a sticker that I got separately, but you could actually buy the correct sticker to go on Optimus Prime's left shoulder. So Optimus Prime just looks absolutely perfect. Jazz, Ratchet, Ironhide, Prowl, Beachcomber, Mirage, which I love this Mirage, love this Jazz, both of them fans' toys. Bumblebee, and I want to say something to do with Hover. I can't. The name eludes me. Something I've forgotten. Hovercraft boy. I'm sure somebody in the chat will put it. My brain's gone a little bit dead. But these are, again, fans' toys. These are, right, fans, right. I'll go through this, right. Fourth party. Fan toy. Fan toy. Fan toy. Fan toy. Yeah. Fan toy. KOs. Masterpiece KOs. Masterpiece KO. Fan toy. Fan toy. Masterpiece. That is an actual legit Sea Spray. Thank you. Legit Masterpiece. Fan toy. Fourth party. Fan toy. Then there is at the other side. We got Brawn. We got Warpath. Sideswipe. I want to say Outback. Huffer. Inferno. Grapple. Hoist. Trailbreaker. And then 3 of the aerial bots. Because there's only 3 out so far. And again, Fan Toy. Masterpiece knockoff. Legit Masterpiece Sideswipe. Because, by the way, if you... Outback, yeah, thank you. If you want to get a KO version, a knockoff version, do not get the Lamborghinis. The Sunstreaker Lamborghini, fine. Oh yeah, Sunstreaker KO, by the way. But the Sideswipe S, so that's like Red Alert, Sideswipe, do not get, because the joints and the waist lock are fucked. So yeah, I managed to see Ironhide from the other side, so I said it on the other side. I can't remember the names of the aerial bots, but that's like the big boy, and then there's, you know, the other 2 still have yet to be released. They're coming. That, by the way, is an official Masterpiece Inferno. That is a knockoff Grapple, and be careful because this Grapple has been positioned very specifically so that its left leg is blocked because it arrived with no left panel on his leg. But it was sealed, so it's not the seller's fault. It was sealed, but it had no left panel. This left panel here, it had no left panel on his leg. So I'm looking, Silverbolt, yeah. So I'm looking for a replacement for that. I do actually have down here 2 fourth party Grapple and Infernos, which I do like, but you see, the beauty of the actual Masterpiece versions of these, and the reason why I definitely wanted to have the Masterpiece version of these, is because the ladder, or the crane in the case of Grapple, they actually transform into the body. So they look, again, like the cartoon, because this is... I'm trying to get the cartoon versions as best possible. Okay, but do you have any Autobot toys? One or two. And these aren't all my Autobots, but these are my G1 Autobots. So this is a display of pre-Transformers the movie. So here's a little better look at Grimlock, Slag. And yes, I changed the head on Slag to make it red, because that's what it's like in the cartoon. Sludge looks perfect, as in the cartoon. Swoop looks perfect. But you get a little better idea of Hoist. Hoist looks great, by the way. Trailbreaker, great. Absolute brilliant version of Trailbreaker, can I just say? Absolutely brilliant version. You see, because Sideswipe Masterpiece doesn't actually really look like Sideswipe from the... I'd like to see if Fans Toys ever get around to doing a Sideswipe. I'd really like to see what their version of Sideswipe would look like, because no toy has actually properly looked like Sideswipe from the cartoon. I'm just saying. So yeah, this is my oh yeah, by the way, that's my Fortress Maximus head. That's my Fortress Maximus head. Cerebus. Yeah. And this is a Fans toy. Fans Toys again. And they are looking to do the body as well. So this is probably going to be a 3-foot tall Transformer, which will be epic and would go so brilliantly with the size of the others. I don't have the Predaking. No, I don't. So yeah, Fortress Maximus, my favorite Autobot city, whatever you want to call them. So that's pretty awesome. So that's my G1s. That's before the genocide of Transformers the movie, where, let's have a look, that I could see in the movie. Brawn dies, Ratchet dies, Prowl dies. They're the ones that I can remember getting killed. Optimus Prime obviously dies. No, I did see a Unicron, but it was this is the HasLabs Unicron, but it was overpriced. It was overpriced. If I'm gonna buy a Unicron, and I know this is gonna sound really, but I've got a budget in mind. Jazz didn't die. Jazz survived. Did Mirage die? I didn't see Mirage die. Spoilers. Came out in 1986. But the whole point was that they killed them off because they wanted to replace them with new Transformer toys. So they're just like, what's a way that we can try and stop a kid from playing with their Transformers that they've got now and buy the new Transformers? We'll kill them off. That was basically the logic behind that. So in my bedroom, so ladies, if I say, do you want to come into my bedroom and have a look at my Transformers? I'm actually going to show you my Transformers. That's just the way it is. In my bedroom, I have Hot Rod, Cup, Blur, Ultra Magnus, and Springer that I have in my bedroom. I have Purple Galvatron from the movie. Down here, I've got toy version Galvatron, which is in the colors of the toy. I also have Cyclonus and Scourge in the bedroom as well. And Brawn Prow Ratchet. Yeah, I saw those in the, I think, and Ironhide, you saw those on the ship. Wheeljack, Windcharger, Mirage bought it in a deleted scene. There you go. I cried. No, what? I just showed you Sunstreaker. I just showed you Prowl. I just showed you Soundwave. And I just showed you Megatron. I just showed all of those. So those are the ones that I got in my bedroom. I've got a Blue Streak on the way. I've got a Smoke Screen on the way. A Snarl on the way. And oh, hello. Look what we've got here. Look what we got here. We just so happen to have a Starscream. So I've got Starscream here holding Megatron. I've got Thundercracker in my bedroom. And I've got Skywarp on the way. And then I'm on the lookout for a good Acid Rain. And the others. So yeah, this is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Starscream. And look at the back as well. This is the updated masterpiece, by the way. This is the updated masterpiece. So that's really tight at the back. That is really tight. Tight like tiger. Yeah, Thundercracker's great. Cracker by name, Cracker by name. Wait, what? He looks absolutely fantastic, this Thundercracker. Great color scheme. Skywarp, great color scheme. And then here, if you don't watch my Hot Toy show, you're missing out. I've got another little group which are just about to go into the cabinets. Let me just get them. Let's start with Kickback. Got Kickback. And these came out in two versions. These are the Fans Toys again, Fans Toys. And these came out in two versions. The first versions of these that came out, the Insecticons, were painted to be like the toys were painted. The second batch to come out, the reissue, was painted like the cartoon. These are the reissue that are painted like the cartoon. So these are actually purple. I could up the lighting. Let me up the lighting. Boobies. Here we go. If I up the lighting, there you go. So you can see the purple arms, purple feet. Black, like the cartoon. Black upper half, like the cartoon. Yellow, not transparent. You do get transparent swap outs if you want. And the adjustable face, this is the cartoon face. which is difficult because the light's reflecting off like the chrome. It's difficult to see. But I can actually lift up the head, and there's actually another head in there which I could take out, which would be more like the toy's head, I believe. So yeah, purple. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's Kickback. Then Bombshell. Bombshell, again, like the cartoon. Gray here, not purple. Black, and the yellow trim. So this is like the cartoon. Not like the toy version, like the cartoon version. Beautiful Bombshell, Insecticons, who work, even though they're Decepticons, they work independently from the Decepticons. And they just team up with them when their needs align. And then Shrapnel. My favorite of the Insecticons is Shrapnel. And the color scheme again, perfect. Purple arms, purple feet, yellow here. Just amazing, the antenna pieces. And these are all really tight. They are really, really tight. And Shrapnel just looking fantastic. The chrome just brilliant. Just look at that chrome, man. So yeah, the Insecticons are just waiting for their insignias, and then they'll be going into the cabinets. Cause I also have 4 out of the 5 parts of Menasor and 2 of the Decepticon headmasters down there as well. I don't know if you're aware of this, folks, but I kind of like Transformers. I kind of like Transformers. My favorite toy. My favorite toy line. That and Lego. On Kickback. In you go. So yeah, there's only 1 part left to be released by Fans Toys, so Menasor will be complete. That'll be interesting to see, considering the size of the regular parts of Menasor are on par with I mean, they're on par with like Jazz, Mirage, maybe even a little bit taller. So Menasor will be pretty big. It should be pretty big with Menasor. So there you go. Oh, I need to top up my water soon, but there you go. So yeah. The old Transformer collection is coming on nicely. Galvatron down there. I've got him on a stand at the moment. So yeah, the Jazz is great. Yeah, I got a lot of G.I. Joe classified. A lot of them. I think it's up to number 60 at the minute. 60, 61 on the classified. I probably have 50 out of the 61. But am I going to get any more? I don't think so. Why? Because they've changed the boxes. They've changed the boxes and they no longer have the plastic front so you can actually see the toy. They have trash artwork on the front that doesn't represent the toy in any way, shape, or form. So I think I'm done collecting G.I. Joe classifieds. I think I'm out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for my... so I ordered 2 Cobra Hisses. I'm going to get my 2 Cobra Hiss. I'm going to get my Crimson Guard out, my Cobra Troopers, my Crimson Bats, my Bats, and I'm just going to create a nice, in a probably a DF-120 case, Modgy case. I'm going to create a wicked Cobra, because they're the, you know, let's just be honest, they're the ones with the cooler outfits. A nice, really cool Cobra scene with those 2 massive Cobra Hiss. Don't have any visionaries. No. I think they're relatively hard to get your hands on, a visionaries. Because I think that just ran for 1 season, and that's that. Love the bats. The Crimson Bats look great, because the Crimson Bats will really work well with the Cobra Hiss. But because the Cobra Hiss was such a massively successful campaign, the extras that you're going to get with the Cobra Hiss, which includes extra figures, I'm going to create one mega. I want to get a DF-120. A DF-120 is basically that, but without the line in the middle. And I've already got 3 on order that are coming between May and I have Astro Train. Well, I've got Springer, and he's a triple changer, and I've got Astro Train on pre-order, because they're doing a reissue of Astro Train, and Blitzwing fans toys are gonna do, but it's not ready yet. But they are going to do, fans toys are going to do a Blitzwing, so I'm going to hold out for that. Yeah, I'm just going to bring up the HasLabs Cobra. Here we go, Cobra Hiss tank to show you. Bear in mind that the figures for classified are 6 inches. 6-inch figures. If I just share my screen, this is the Cobra Hiss that HasLabs have done. So a 6-inch figure fits inside the cockpit, and then another 6-inch figure goes into the gunner turret. And then the back opens up. You can see that the here, that's actually the back down. You can actually put figures inside. So I think you can fit maybe 4 sat down figures inside the belly of the beast as well. That's the gunner, I believe. That's going to be the gunner. You do get the Cobra Commander as part of it. So this is a big boy. So I've ordered. I got myself down for 2 of these. You get the extra rocket launchers. See, this is just a mock-up. It's not going to look like, it's going to look a lot better than that. Trust me. This is just a mock-up of a probably a 3D printed version for display purposes. But yeah, there you go. That's a 6-inch figure. That's a 6-inch figure right there. Oh, hello! What we got over here? What we got over here? Okay, that looks like the G.I. Joe Transformer mismatches. There you go. So that's the inside. No, so you can get one. Okay, so they've actually changed the insides, put some other stuff, so you can get another figure there. Maybe get Cobra Commander to go in there. So this is big. I got 2 of these coming. Ladies, over your face. Woo-wee! Nice. Nice. Been going for nearly an hour. Haven't caught up on a single super chat from Tuesday yet. But there you go. We've been talking toys, everyone. I love talking toys. And then I've got the start of my Lego City. I bought some more Lego. Oh! So because I'm a Lego VIP, okay, that's not difficult. All you do is go to the Lego website and they say, do you want to be a VIP? And you go, yeah. And they go, you're a VIP. And you go, oh, cool. But because you just say, yeah, I want to be a VIP, you actually get early access to purchases before they go live on the website. So this morning, I woke up to an email saying, hello, Lego VIP member. Would you like to pre-order the Lord of the Rings Rivendell Lego set? Yes! So I pre-ordered the Lego Lord of the Rings. Well, not pre-ordered, but purchased 3 days early. So I purchased the Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell set. So that should be with me hopefully by the end of this week. If everything goes according to plan, should be with me by the end of this week. It's a big set. It's a big set. You don't have to pay for VIP status. You don't have to pay for it. It's not something, I don't think you pay for it. Can't recall anything. No. Just gives you it just shows that you're probably more committed to the cause. The cause of Lego. So yes, I am very, very happy to have snagged one of them. My bank account isn't, because it was 465 quid, I think it was. Let me just go to the website. Have a look. Oh, 430 quid. It was a ton of money. But it is massive and it is beautiful. And it is going into here, let me just share this. Hold on, before I do. Okay, let's just do that to be. Sorry, I'm looking at Lego. I'm looking at Lego here. They've got a nice little I say little. That's the design. There it is. Look at that. Look at this. It is huge. It is huge. Here we go. Look at this. It is absolutely 6,167 pieces. Look at it. Freaking jig-normous. You build it in stages and then it attaches together. Look at that. Oh! The forge. Woo! The ring! The one ring to rule them all! But if this is the start, because I know they're they're starting to produce some Lord of the Rings Lego. They're, by the way, coming out in June. There is meant to be a really sexy Batcave coming out. There is meant to be a very sexy Batcave. Literally a Batcave surrounded by a cave. There and back again. Concerning hobbits. So that's how it these are the modular parts on how it modulates. So you're literally building it in these modular parts and then they come together, ladies. So yes, I look at all the minifigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minifigs as well. Oh, we are. It's like big. It's like big. It is big. Here, I'll if I put this look at this. Here, look, let's play this. So look at her. Size of an average woman. Let's say she's 5'5", 5'4", 5'5". And that's in the building process. There, look. So yeah, let's say she's about 5'4". Average woman, about 5'4". Look at the size of this thing. Look at the size of this thing. Woo! That is beautiful. Beautiful. God damn. Wow. Oh, yeah. As well as the minifigures, you have all the statues as well, which are essentially, you know, statue minifigures. I got the ring. I got the ring. I got the secret. Wow. Look how big that is, man. That is a long boy. Adults welcome. Goddamn right they are. Because no kid's got 430 quid, unless they live in Bel Air, to afford on a Lego set. Yeah, Boromir's there. Yeah. Boromir is there. Lego did give you a couple of free gifts for buying it as well. One of them was like Houses of the World, which is nice because that'll go into my Lego. I'll go into my Lego city rather nicely. Woo! Quid is slang for a pound in the UK. Come on. Keep up with the British. Keep up with the British. Oh my! Don't know about you, but I'm all hot under the collar. Because I like my size. I like my size, you see. There is a sacrifice. It's called a wife. It's called a wife and a family. That's a sacrifice I've been willing to make. It's a sacrifice I have been willing to make. Right, let's go through some of these supers that we didn't read. Well, not some of them. Let's finish off these supers that we didn't read from Tuesday's The Real BBC. So we'll start with, because I think we went through some cookies, coffees, and comics with a €5. Says, this is fun. Buy yourself some cookies. I'm not allowed any cookies, but I will get myself some comics and some coffee with that, if that's okay. And for this week's Real BBC coming up, Yellow Flash is a guest, by the way. Yellow Flash, massive comic book fan. So it's going to be great to talk comics with Yellow Flash. I've got a little bit of Nightwing to bag and board. And I got myself 1 to 100, including 0, of the 1994 Superboy run. Yeah, Yellow Flash is really good people. He's really good people. When am I going to get that Nolan art hung? When I've got the exact spot that I want to put it in. There's no point in putting it up at the moment when, like, this could be changed. My brothers, we're in the process now of arranging for my brother to come back up. Stuff down there is going to go. This could change. This could move. This could become those cabinets. There's stuff which is happening. So we've got to make sure that things are in the place that they're in before I make a decision. There's a good chance that it's going to go there. You're not going to be able to see it. I don't care. I don't care. Because every time I sit down at the desk, every time I want to work, every time I want to stream, every time I want to do something that's here at this desk, I can just look to my left and see this magnificent piece of actual pop culture, legitimate pop culture here. A piece of history. The actual page from Detective Comics 701, page 11. Graham Nolan's art. Chuck Dixon's words. To as I will break you. Graham Nolan. This is getting buried with me. I was watching the launch stream. 1 hour, 1 super chat. Just saying. 1 hour, 1 super chat. That's the kind of guy I am. Fucking deal with it. I was watching the launch stream for Joe Frankenstein. Go to Indiegogo, support Joe Frankenstein, Chuck Dixon, Graham Nolan. And Graham was telling this story. And he had this piece from Vengeance of Bane. The original page from Vengeance of Bane. That some guy said he contacted Graham. And he was just like, how much for that page? And Graham Nolan said, this Vengeance of Bane, that's $50,000, that page. Remember, Vengeance of Bane is the first appearance of Bane, because Chuck Dixon and Graham Nolan created Bane. They are the creators of Bane. And the guy was just like, will you take 25,000? And Graham's just like, no. So Graham said that the guy mithers him. He's keeping in touch. He's always emailing. And then he said eventually, after, I don't know, let's say a year or so, I'm not sure if that's absolutely correct, but I think it's about a year or so. He says the guy contacts him and says, look, that page means everything to me. It's my holy grail of comics. I've rounded up as much money as I possibly can. And I can offer you 45,000 for it. I'm hoping that you can sell it to me for 45,000 and not 50,000, because this would mean the world to me. It would be the everything to me. And so Graham shows that he's actually really fucking nice guy, and he's just like, okay, all right then, all right, I'll sell it to you for 45, considering it's your holy grail, it means so much to you. So Graham sells it to him for £45,000. And then he says 2 months later, it's up on an auction site for £80,000. $80,000. I'm saying pounds, dollars. The guy got it and sold it on auction for 80,000. And Graham said, after that, no way. If anyone comes to me, oh, this is a holy grail piece. This isn't a, don't care. Don't care. You either meet the price or fuck off. So when I'm watching the stream and Graham's saying that story, so I super chat with a message saying, Graham, I promise you that this thing's going to be fucking buried with me. Because this is going to be this. I didn't pay for this. I didn't pay for this. Graham came on the Real BBC. He came on the Real BBC, and after the Real BBC, he just messaged Gary and I. And he said, he just said, hey guys, had a great time on the show. I'd just like to send you a little bit of art as a thank you. So if you want to send us your addresses, I'll send you a bit of art. So I've got a head sketch. I got a head sketch from Graham Nolan. When I backed one of his Indiegogo campaigns, I went for the head sketch tier because I wanted, you know, a head sketch drawn by Graham Nolan. And it was my prized possession. It is my prized possession. So I honestly thought that Graham was probably going to do a head sketch of a character or a head sketch of a character from the latest comic that he's doing. So I was just like, oh man, that's going to be great. That's going to be awesome. I was like, oh, thanks, Graham. So anyway, a couple of weeks later or so, knock at the door, delivery. This big square FedEx box. I'm like, who's this from? I'm like, I don't, you know, because I kind of have an idea of what I've ordered and what's coming in. So I'm just going to turn some heating on. Getting a little bit chilly. My nips are getting a little hard, you know what I'm saying? So I open it up. Dude, I ain't flexing because I ain't paid shit. But I guess it's a mega flex. So I open this up, and inside there is that piece of art. A piece of Detective Comics Batman and Bane art. And I just absolutely blown out of the water. Blown out of the water, man. Can't believe it. Cannot fucking believe it. And then, also in the box, is this. He also sent me a Vengeance of Bane first print signed. Signed by Graham. Again, this is staying with me to the day I die. To the day I die. So I would like to have this slabbed. I do have a Vengeance of Bane slab, but I would like to have this slabbed purely for protection purposes. That is a hell of a thank you for coming onto a show. Insane. Insane. Now then, what? Let's go to another one. Let's go to another one. Purple ties with a $2. Thank you. Chef Nick Nero with a $10 says, as a kid, there was a comic shop next door to my dad's shop, and my dad wouldn't let me buy comics, but the comic shop owner would give me free comics because my parents would drag me to work. Nice. I'm gonna build a pyramid. I'm just gonna save up to have a pyramid built. I know there are no pharaohs in the pyramids. The pharaohs are in the Valley of the Kings. I know that the pyramids look like they were actually built as energy storage devices, you know, generating. Anyway, that's a whole thing you got to get into as to what the pyramids actually were. But I'm gonna build I'm gonna have a mausoleum, mate, and I'm gonna have it trapped. So if anyone's gonna take my comic away from me and take my piece of art away from me, then it's gonna be Indiana fucking Jones. You know what I'm saying? Bubba Doom with a $2 says, I used to get comics and Omni magazine from 7-Eleven. There you go. Evil Emperor Dave with a $3 says, please make fun of me for being a VTuber. I think you just made fun enough of yourself by being a VTuber. There's nothing I can say that is more humiliating than what you've just admitted. Did that work? Roland A. Ramirez with a $5 says, is there a good app to read comics on? Manga is what I buy, but the way you all talk about comic stores makes me deathly curious. If you want my honest answer, Ronaldo, don't buy digital comics. Buy physical comics. Hold it in your hand. Hold it in your hand. Appreciate it. Smell it. Feel it. That's comics, mate. That's comics. The Grizzly with a $20 says, comics have long since been downgraded to support other media like movies and games. I remember the first time I came across a prequel comic to another media. It was for the upcoming Dead Space game back in 2007. As we discussed on the stream, the comic book industry doesn't even market itself. It has no idea how to market itself. So how on earth does it expect to get customers? It markets itself to each other. It doesn't market itself to an audience or to potential audience. I don't care. It's their fault. I'm not here to sort out their shit. Ronald A. Ramirez again. Hold on. Yeah. Ronald A. Ramirez again with a $5 says, I would love to see these stories because Japanese stories explain a little too much and I can't buy physical media because money's tight right now. Well, Comixology's closing down. And I wouldn't waste your money on the new Marvel stuff. Go onto eBay. You can buy yourself back issues of comics for cheap. Cheaper than probably buying a digital comic. That would be my best recommendation. And that way you'll get it cheaper and have physical comics as well. Monkey D. Gart with a £5 says, did you know One Piece has sold out Batman in all-time sales and it might catch up to Superman? I believe that. Anime is just running rings around stuff at the minute. Inokmamon with a $20 says, I maintain that the era of Denny O'Neil editing the trifecta perfecta of Chuck Dixon, Alan Grant, Doug Moach is Batman's best era. Mr. Dixon, you're up there with Stan Lee and Frank Miller is one of my favorite comic writers. I think we read that out, but hey, that's worth reading out again. Alan Grant, R.I.P. Alan Grant, was a stunning writer, fantastic Scottish writer. I like Doug Moach's stuff. Chuck Dixon to me was always the GOAT. Always the GOAT. But I don't think you could go too far wrong with those three people's writings. Cookies, Coffee, and Comics with a €6 says, I'm more familiar with European comics than Mr. Dixon. Mr. Dixon is an interesting guy. He is. Chuck Dixon is the GOAT. All I need is a shovel and time, as. Yeah. I told you, a mausoleum. You got to get into the mausoleum first, and then you got to get into the... Whatever. Jimmy Reyes Art with a $5 says, Dragon Rage, The Crown of Fire, a 40-page fantasy comic, is on Indiegogo. Thanks, Az, for the great stream. No problem, Jimmy. Check it out, folks. Dragon Rage on Indiegogo. Check it out. Tell me what it looks like. I just want to give J Mac another prop. J Mac super chatted $200 and gifted 50 memberships to the stream, by the way, on the real BBC. So J Mac, I just want to give you that credit again, dude, because that is insane, and thank you so much. Kevin yesterday came into my Witcher stream, super chatted $500. Do you know how many hookers and blow I can get for that much money? I can already feel an overdose as we speak. Coming up. It's gonna be great. So yeah, thank you so much, man. I guess that pays for the Lego Rivendell. Ajax, the greatest, with a $5 says, remember how Marvel killed the Fantastic Four and X-Men when Fox had those movies in theaters? I've always been baffled by this. Such backward marketing, in my opinion. Well, they didn't want... I think it's stupid, but they didn't want them to have extra marketing. But it is typical of Marvel. It is typical of Marvel that they would do something like that. Why shoot why shoot down your opposition with great quality when you can just shoot yourself in the head? Aaron Pipes with a $20 says, the closest the present day comics come to appealing to the core comic audience demographic, young males, are storylines featuring big boobed lesbians. Just sad what publishers want to put out to the demographic at the moment. Look, that's not actually the case. But it does help when your women in your comic look sexy and look attractive. But you know, young guys, they want thrills, spills, action, adventure, sexy women, buff dudes. They want to live out fantasies. They want to live out a power fantasy. Nothing wrong with doing that. They want to live out a sexual fantasy. Nothing wrong with doing that. They want to live... This is what entertainment is created for. To allow you to safely live out these fantasies. Now everyone's taking up the wrong one. Enoch Mamon with a $20 says, I'm probably the only one here who has read the DC Dark Horse Alien and Predator crossovers. No. Let alone is obsessed with them. The Batman versus Predator trilogy of the comics I've reread the most. What was it like writing Batman versus Predator 3? That we discussed that. I love Batman versus Predator. I think it's great. The Uber Geek with the £5 says, I know you're all looking forward to this, but the new Peter Pan and Wendy trailers dropped from Disney. And it is as expected. Yes, we did go through that. Disney actually pulled down my stream live and after the stream. And then after I appealed, they released their claim on the stream and the stream went back up. But it took like a day to sort that out. David P with a $10 says, hey, Az, Chuck, Gary, Mauler. I've been a Superman fan since the Reeve days, but I'm sadly very lacking in reading Superman comics. Anyone got any recommendations for some omnibuses or storylines to grab? I mean, I would go with this sort of the 90s classics of Death of Superman, The Reign of the Supermen, The Return of Superman. I would get stuck into that first. That's some good stuff. Also, when Dan Jurgens retook over Superman in Rebirth, which is, you know, semi-recently, in Action Comics, his start was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So anything basically Dan Jurgens has Brett Breeding, Superman-wise, pick it up. Jerry Ordwell, pick it up. Look for those names on your omnibuses. Pick those up. Great stuff. But nobody, I don't think anyone has written Superman as good as Dan Jurgens has. Nobody. Marquis Denau with a $2 says, why is Zach going to war with Doomcock? I don't know. I'm not Zach and I'm not Doomcock. Matt Fachin with a 5. Sorry, dude. I just raided your bank account there. With a 5 Canadian says, I hate modern Disney. What happened to the Disney of the 90s? Disney of the 90s couldn't cut body parts off kids. Oh, Doom with a $5. If we could hook turbines up to Tolkien and Disney's corpses, all of our energy problems would be solved by the spinning. Amen. Amen. Dragon Rage looks amazing, says Rambam 3000. Go check it out then, folks, on Indiegogo. Dragon Rage on Indiegogo. Go check it out. Maybe we'll have a look at it on Real BBC this coming Tuesday. Sounds like an idea to me. Sounds like an idea to me. Sentinel Rex with a $2 says Ant Pan and Wendy Neverlandia. Andy Radart with a £5 says, hail, back in the 90s, the Big Two and Diamond allegedly colluded to destroy the growing indie market. A friend of mine lost his house because of it. Well, it's worked out well for them in the long run. I mean, they've only just killed their industry. Luca Rosman with a €5 says, can't wait for Black Tarzan. I think that's one thing that they're not going to do. I don't think they're going to race change Tarzan because that could be really problematic. If you get where I'm coming from. I don't have any Conan comics. I wish I did. That is a run that I would love to collect. That is a run that I would like to collect. MILF Manor Lego set. I've already bought it. Aaron Pipes with a $5 says, did I hear Gary recommend shrooms with your Disney movie? No, I think you do get shroomers with your Disney movies. Eugenio Olivencia with a $5 says, EFAP triple feature, baby. OG animated Hook and Peter Pan and Wendy. Let's go. Boobies. What about the Sumerian? I don't know. It would be nice to, it would be nice though. Ryan with a $5 says, it's been a while since I've watched Hook, but I think it was more diverse in inverted commas than Disney Plus's movie, not to mention a far superior story. Michael Hutchinson with a $2 says, glad to see you have Chuck on the show. Amen. Sentinel Rex with a $5 says, Ant Pan and the Wendy will have a 30-year-old relationship with Hook. She won't tell, not Ginger Peter, about Hook. What? About till Hook is about to destroy Neverland. I'm just reading it verbatim. I can't even make that into a sentence. Eric K with a $10 says, cancel Peter Pan. How would you like to be called by your disability and the most traumatic event in your life. Some little punk reminding you of the worst event of your life, calling you Hook. Bushin Ryu Cat with a $10. After hearing they're going to rewrite the James Bond books, I know now this secret anti-white force is executing all white fantasies and escapism. They call it cleansing racism. Yahtzee said the same. Well, I mean, leftism is fascism. That's far leftism is as fascistic as far right. They're both the same. The far left and the far right are identical. They're no different. There's one difference. The far right are very open about their discrimination and their filth. The far left try and drape themselves in virtue, but they're just as racist, just as sexist, they're just the same. The far left and the far right, there's no difference between them. It's just the method in which they go about espousing their hatred. No difference between them. Meanwhile, you have people on the right, you got people on the left, and you got people in the middle who are just like, what the fuck's going on? Rick Johnson with the $2. There was a Hobbit bar in Manila back in the 80s. Okay. The Thriller in Manila. Joey with a $2 says, I'm behind on the stream. Can Jay get Stallone on FNT? That'd be great. Sylvester Stallone on FNT. Yes, please. Juan Muri 82 with a $2 says, the Indiana Jones trailer broke my heart. It looks trash. It looks real trash. Grendel Vivet with a $5 says, it will be well deserved for Marvels to be the first unequivocal flop. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's gone to Ant-Man. That's gone to Ant-Man, I'm afraid. After all the padding Captain Marvel got, how many times release got pushed back? Gary says it's 5. I thought it was 3. So let's say it's at least 4. But yeah, this movie's been pushed back at least 3 times to Marvels. At least 3 times. And while we're here, let's just oh, hold on, people. Hold on. I know I said that Ant-Man and the Wasp was dead. I didn't realize that the body had already decayed into nothing. Okay, the Friday numbers are in. The Friday number is in. Ant-Man and the Wasp fell to 3rd place on Friday with 3.1 million, which was down 62% on the previous Friday, which was down 82% from the opening Friday. Oh! And in about 2 hours' time, we'll have the full weekend. We will have the full weekend box office. Holy shit. That is... To put it in context, okay? This Friday did worse than the previous week's Thursday, which was the lowest of that week. Current gross is 372 million worldwide. This has got to hit approximately 600 million to break even. It's probably going to struggle to hit 450 right now. This is probably going to lose money to the tune of $1 to $150 million. How many theaters? On Friday, it was reduced from 4,345 to 3,825 because of the new movies coming out, like Creed. By the way, Creed on the Friday did 50-something million. So within 2 weeks, hello, Father Christopher Miller. Within 2 weeks, just after 2 weeks of a release, it's been dropped by 500 theaters. Get it out of here! Oh, dude, I predicted, Davey, I predicted that Shazam is just going to go release. Woo! I don't see Shazam doing anything. That 372 million is global. Domestic, it's 177 million domestic. This is the most important movie since Endgame, people. This is the most important movie since Endgame. Don't you know? Do you know who didn't know that? The fucking audience. I like Zachary Levi. I like him, but when Helen Mirren is your major villain, if Helen Mirren was the major villain 50 years ago, okay. But a 75-year-old plus, how old is Helen Mirren? 77-year-old Helen Mirren is the major villain of your movie. How the fuck are you going to make people believe that? I know Helen Mirren's been hot, but I'm talking about you don't want it just to look hot. You want it to look young and be able to do the things. But Ant-Man, oh, goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Everyone, can we have some waving emotes in the chat? Goodbye to Ant-Man. Bye. Bye. See ya. Bye. 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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Dragon Master Outcast with a 5 New Zealand says, Gary, I want to read Fantastic Four from the start in the 60s is the only way through Omnibus. Well, unless you have Millions of dollars, probably, yes. Wizard Shaq with a $5 says, love George Perez and sad he passed. Did Chuck have a lot of interaction with George? Thanks for the inspiration to get my channel up and going. Yeah, I mean, George Perez, man. R.I.P. Wonderful, 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 man. Snakes and Funerals with a $5 as. Have you seen Land of Light video essay that suggests Rings of Power is written entirely by AI? No. I don't think it was written by AI. I think it was written by a couple of retards. SSS3 Speed with a $2 says, easy solution. You can't copyright AI content. Huh. Vector 1978 with a $20 says, I think the superhero movie genre has already collapsed. Sure to bring back RDJ's Iron Man and Cavill's Superman. It's done. Even then, it would be a last gasp. The wheel has turned. I mean, yeah, I mean, look at, you know. It is done. DC are trying to get back into the marketplace. DC are trying to get back into the marketplace when the marketplace is full of corpses, you know? Marvel, to quote The Dark Knight, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And the MCU has 100% gone on long enough to see itself become the villain, instead of dying the hero with Iron Man at the end of Endgame. And then leaving it 5 years and then rebooting the whole thing. But no, they wanted to ESG their failed characters, and they're getting exactly what they fucking deserve. Slain Hope with a $5 says, it's ironic that diversity and inclusion has led to everyone being replaced by AI. This is the Fall Rome updated for a modern audience. Again, I will stress this. Inclusion and diversity is a lie. It is a lie that Hollywood is telling you. Movies, TV, media has always been diverse. It's just that we didn't see it as the be-all and end-all of everything. You look at the Squad in Predator. You had Big Buff Arnie. You had a Native American. You had 2 black guys. You had Jesse Ventura and Shane Thingamajiggy. And then the woman joins them. And that's, you look at Commando with Arnie. It's full of different inclusions. And I'm just using a couple of movies to, I mean, obviously there's fucking millions of movies. To say that this inclusion diversity is a new thing, it's not. People have always been represented. There's Shane Black, thank you. Why couldn't I remember Black? It's because I don't see color. It's always been there. This whole inclusion and diversity. It's a lie. It's a lie. M Hunter Stevie with a $10 says, Too Fast, Two Towers. Oof. Jens Anderson of the Turai with a 20 Swedish says, I gotta say this is one of the funniest BBCs. Thank you. Christian Wolf with the $5 says, I wonder if James Gunn got the idea for Vin Diesel to voice Groot because of his voice acting work with the Iron Giant. Well, considering the only line that you say is, I am Groot. I doubt it. He just wanted Vin Diesel to do that. Andrew Lindsay with a £5 says, search YouTube for Adam Buxton's screenwriting software tutorial. The 2-minute video from 12 years ago, still relevant apparently. Vector 1978 with a $20 says, I think the outcome of AI art remains to be seen. Probably will be harmful to human artists in general, but the really talented ones may become an elite and valuable commodity. Sincerity is the currency of the future. Authenticity is the currency of the future, not sincerity. Authenticity. AI art is not authentic. That's not authentic art. It can look pretty, it can look nice, but it couldn't look any of those things if it wasn't for the humans who came before it and actually made that art. So AI art is not authentic, and authenticity is the currency of the future. It's like CGI. It should be used as a tool, not as a replacement. A tool. I sent this text. Mauler and I were talking about AI art the other day together, off camera, in our spare time. And I sent this text to Mauler after our discussion. AI cannot create, it can only regurgitate. It can't create, it can only regurgitate. That's what AI art does. Grendel Vivat on with a $5 says, Vin Diesel on Tolkien, the moment when Chuck, Az, and Garrick realized they were in a simulation which just started crashing. Yes. Yeah. Now I know how Tolkien feels. Woo! Woo! Lewis Jones with the £5 says, have you watched Ultimate Avengers? Phase 1 was based heavily from it. It was better in some aspects. Doc Dust FM with a $10 says, hail real BBC. Just launched the other day with a video on Quantum Mania and hope you check it out, even to compare the quality of Ant-Man's plot. Thanks for being inspiration and Doc Hollywood. Excuse me. Definitely Doc Hollywood. David Nelson with a $2 says, what's the best number of pages for a comic book? Well, if you're just doing a floppy, 22. 22, 24. If you're doing a one shot, 48. If you're doing a novel, then a graphic novel, then it could go on. So floppy around 22, one shot around 48, and a graphic novel, that's up to you. Vernon Hampton with a $2 says, Mr. Dixon, thank you for giving us Bane. I will echo that sentiment. James Norman with a £10 says, off topic, but have you seen the BBC Merlin series? Great stories. Colin Morgan was great as young Merlin, learning the ropes. And also you get to see Katie McGrath in Arthurian dresses. Win-win all round. And I never saw it myself. Volui with a $5 says, creepy Joe Biden is in Virginia Beach right now, trying to make coherent sentences about healthcare instead of going to Ohio to help the citizens. Well, yeah, he doesn't care. Doesn't care about states that don't have his voters in them, even though they do. But you get my drift. The guy hates America. Your president hates your country. Don't worry. Our prime minister hates our country. They're all butt boys of the WEF. Jim Carrier with a $5 says, met Drinker at Atlanticon. Wished you were there as get to a meetup, man. Al Bundy with a $10 says, the Levon Cade novels are great. Have you thought of turning them into a comic book? That would be for Chuck. Eddie Brock with a €6 says, Chuck, what was your experience working on for Marvel? Enjoyed your Bane Conquest miniseries. Thoughts on Tom King's portrayal of Batman and his Batman run? Well, I don't want to get Chuck into trouble, but the way that he was laughing at my constant stabs at Tom King, probably not a fan. I'm just going to go out there on a limb and reckon that Chuck's probably not a fan of Tom King. Demi Moore's Tapeworm with a $5 says, easy there, fuzzy little peach man. Chuck, love your work as my uncle. Okay, yeah, we had that one. Fuck off. Velox with a $5 says, Chuck, in Joker's Devil's Advocate, was Batman's primary motivation to find the true killer or to save the Joker's life? That's up for you to decide. This is what comics used to be. Comics used to give you the gumption. Here it is. Got to turn the heating off. To make your own determination. Dragon Reborn 35 with a £10 says, this is really special for me. My 3 favorite YouTubers, but most of all, to Chuck Dixon, one of my favorite comic book writers. Thank you for everything. Demi Moore's Tapeworm with the $5 says, Chuck, I had your Hobbit comic and I had the little books with the action figures as well. Never opened. Brand new. Lost them in the campfire of 2018. Ah, man. Marvel Mind Trick with a £10. Thank you. The Camping Dutchman with a €2 says, play this along Peter Pan. Music sync is tight. Bass Player 21 Iffy with a $10 says, you have to finish the series if you want to be rich. No. You can't. You can't put price on sanity. I think they're talking about The Last of Us. I'm so done with that. When we finished after episode 6, I became a much happier person. Postman Socrates with a $5 says, for Chuck, what are your thoughts on the work of Alan Moore, Watchmen, and Miracle Man specifically? It would have been nice to hear that. Bloodshot with a $5. You and Gary got me hooked on Hot Toys. Pre-ordered the Toby Spider-Man and the MCU Daredevil figures. Ah! Oh my God, that Daredevil looks horrific. This could be a costly hobby. I'm just hoping that the Daredevil is the proper Daredevil, not the one with the purple and yellow. But yeah, it can be definitely costly. Clownfist with a $5 says, Chuck, loved your work on Amalgam. Why did Marvel/DC not follow through with the character trade they promised after the Marvel versus DC 96 crossover? I remember listening to something like that. They did do, well, there were plans. But, and I think one character did actually jump, I think, from DC into Marvel for a second. But I think it came down to they couldn't decide. They couldn't agree on which characters. Like DC would want this character, Marvel would want that, and they couldn't decide, so it ended up just all falling apart. Sigler Videos US with a $5 says, best show out is MILF Manor, right as? Goddamn right it is. The Fall of Humanity. Hostman Socrates with a $5 says, which comic showed Elektra's hot pocket? Speaker One with a $5 says, Indiegogo is not letting me buy any of the packs for Rambo. Also, when I try to find the campaign through the search function, it's not listed. That's because it's been shadow banned for some stupid reason. But we put direct links into the stream. Zeke Zion with the $10 says, Gary said that Spider-Man beats Batman. What are your opinions of Chuck, Az, and Mauler on the statement? I don't think so. Is Spider-Man stronger? Yes. Does Spider-Man have Spidey senses? Yes. But does Spider-Man, is he intelligent? Yes. Is he a scientist? Yes. Is he as fucked in the head as Batman? No. I still think Batman would outthink Spider-Man. But that's just me. That's just me. Christian Wolf, the $2. Thoughts on Tom Hardy's Bane? Postman Socrates with a $2. I know that Graham doesn't like it at all. With a $2, the man who broke the bat. That'd be Bane. Grendel Vivat with a $10 says, Chuck, thoughts on how everyone was shocked long ago that you didn't alter established sexuality for Grace and Thunder, but none of the current content creators even paused to switch up an Iceman or Tim Drake. In the 90s, the fad was to kill everyone or replace everyone. Superman was killed. Batman had his bat broken. Wonder Woman was usurped by Artemis. Kyle Rayner took over from Hal Jordan. Connor took over as Green Arrow because Oliver Queen died. That was the big fad of the 90s. Sadly, the fad of the 2000s, because of identity politics, is everyone's gay! And one is not the same as the other. Boy. Jesus Davila with a $2 thumbs up super sticker. Thank you. James Hannafin with a $5 says, Chuck, I loved your Sins of the Father 4-issue story on Guy Gardner. What made you decide to write Guy Gardner? Probably because he's an interesting character, or a character that you could have some fun with. Michael Hutchinson with a $5. Superman retires, Batman dead, or lost again. Why can't they just give us a straightforward Batman or Superman TV show? Because most likely they're not allowed to, because the movie studios won't allow them to, because they say that it will dilute the guy. However, there is a Superman TV series. It's called Superman and Lois, and it's finishing after season 3. And as we've seen, the movie producers are doing just fine on their own, destroying their main characters. So yeah, it's all fun and games, baby. It's all fun and games. Okay, the weekend box office for Ant-Man is in. The weekend box office for Ant-Man is in, ladies and gentlemen. Ant-Man is no longer number 1. It's now number 2. There's been a correction on the Friday's box office. Ant-Man didn't come 3rd. It came 4th. So on the Friday, Ant-Man did 3.1 million. On the Saturday, Ant-Man did 5.8 million. Down 60% on the previous Saturday. Sunday, 3.4 million. It did 12.1 million, or 12.3 million. I predicted it would do 20 million this weekend. It did 12.3. I predicted it would do 20 million. It did 12.3. Comparative. The Saturday was down 60% on the previous Saturday, which was down 57% from the opening Saturday. The Sunday is down 61% from the previous Sunday, which was 65% down from the opening Sunday. Oh. 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 I weren't lying when I told you on Monday that it's dead. I weren't lying. I just didn't realize that it'd been dead for a long, long time. Oh, holy. Two of the weekend figures are in 3 digits. The average turn up per theater on Friday, $815. The average turn up in a theater on the Sunday, $913. This is an absolute disaster. Current worldwide, international yet to be updated. Current worldwide with international to be updated. 800, they fucking wish. 382 million. This is going to get nowhere near 600 million. This isn't going to get anywhere near 500 million. This movie has lost, at the very least, 100 to 150 million dollars. Here. There it is. There it is, folks. In blue and red and black and white. There it is. There it is. It's down. Fucking hell. 12.47 is what it comes out at now. It's down 71%, 61% from the previous week, which was down 70% on the opening week. Oh, no. Okay. 2 secs. Can knock at the door. Sorry. Delivery. Delivery. I think that's my comic backing boards that have just arrived. Right, I'm going to leave you with some music for a second. I'm going to go fill up my water. And I'll see you after some fucking scissoring, I guess. Hold on, I didn't unmute myself. Okay, so, or maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to fill up my water. I'll leave you with some music. And I'll be back after the music's over. It's really ready to go. Okay, sizzling! Take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand, take me by the hand. He, him, they, them. He, him, they, them. Some people just call me Fluffy. Darling, you can smile more. Ocean take me by the Ocean that's what we fucking do. Fuck off! Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Ooh, take me by the hand. Ooh, Mr. Ocean Man. Yeah, she is all gangrenous. That's cute, you massive fucking soy cuck. He, him, they, them. Superficial bollocks. He, him, they, them. Spider monkey fucker. Some people just call me Fluffy. Holy shit. Yad, 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 yad. It's Captain Gay. Yes, of course it's Captain Gay. Yad, 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 yad. It's really ready to go. You're some Hollywood horse. Fuck. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man, fucking sizzling. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man, I'm gonna make one of your main balls. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man, oh my god, like yeah. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man, beat him into submission. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man. Yada 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 yada. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man. You got me. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man. So fucking crazy. Ocean man, take me by the Ocean man. Fuck off! Fire, fire, big pants flyer. One of them. So that went well. Let's move on. Choose like it's so. Oh look, what a coincidence! God damn, I hate this thing. I can't say the word tampon. Who fucking cares? Tripe, it's regurgitated from the fucking bowels of some talentless hack. That's true. Let's just be honest. That's true. Holy Moses. Not a good weekend. Oh well. Oh well. life's good. People have spoken, and the people have said, no thank you to Ant-Man. Should we see if YouTube demonetized the stream? Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. Because I opened the stream with Ocean Man. So they demonetized the stream. Thanks. It's okay. It's only a super chat. Okay. It's all good. Alright. Where do we get to? Where do we get to? The professor with the $5 says, Chuck, any chance of you doing any conventions? Would love to meet you. Really enjoyed your work with the G.I. Joe series and the Trump Space Force book. Mr. Mixiclick with a $5. Echoes of the Ancient with a $5 super sticker of a doggy waving. Mr. Mixiclick with a $5 says, talk Nightfall. You got to talk the iconic events with Chuck and the thought process behind it. Masterpiece comic. It was. Jay Price with the $5 says, as you earn this super chat, have to have a comic book legend on the show. Thank you, Chuck Dixon. It was, trust me, it was a pleasure to have Chuck on the show. Welcome back anytime. We're trying to arrange to get Chuck and Graham on at the same time. So we have the Dixon Nolan Dream Team at the same time. Shane Bentley with a $5 says the stream went down. Frost strikes again. Yeah. And Janan Klassen with a 10 Canadian says you can also do interrupt the stream with sleep with donations functions like $50 is a woman screaming or other annoying alerts. I don't think I'm going to do any sleeping streams anytime soon. That is all the super chats caught up from Tuesday. But you crazy kids have dropped some supers here as well and some memberships. So let's have a look. See, Trucker Rob with his $2 says test, and Trucker Rob with the $5 says supers aren't working for me on mobile. Anyway, I want to make you a bet to help you motivate your weight loss and diet. Oh, see what that bet is. Ella has been a bard for 5 months. Thank you, Ella. Burbshid with a 2 Australian says Transformers. Trucker Rob with a $2 says it is very ominous, and I'm on my laptop now. Okay. MJ UK 84 has been a sorcerer for 7 months. This says keep up the hard work. Hard. A lot of innuendo going on. Joseph Binowick with a $5 says, good morning, Az. Thanks for the laughs. Tea for you, coffee for me. I'm on the diet train too. I feel you, brother. Good luck with your weight loss. I'm not on a diet. I have changed my dietary habits. There's a difference. It just so happens, though, that my previous dietary habits revolved around cake. I'm just saying. Saint Adam has been a bard for 14 months. Thank you, Saint Adam. Hunter Silver has become a member at the sorcerer level. Thank you. And Ella with a 38 laser pistols super sticker of a hot dog. Cake and Coca-Cola. Correct, Mudstar. Cake and Coca-Cola. Yeah, that was pretty much my diet. So my dietary habits have changed slightly. Early days, I've just started. I'm only 21 days in to the food changes. I imagine this journey, if I can keep it up, ladies, is going to be probably like a 2-year journey, man. At least like a 2-year journey. Hayden75 with a $5 says, morning, afternoon, as in chat. As if you feel so inclined, can we look at the horror game Beneath today? I haven't had time to look much into it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Beneath game. Look. Beneath official trailer from 5 days ago. I haven't seen this. The stream's demonetized anyway, so I don't give a fuck. Let's just play it. Let's have a look, see, shall we? So this is a 1 minute 30 trailer. Let's have a look.
Is this thing on? Can anyone hear me? Shit. My name is Noah Cole.
Nice MP5.
I'm an ES diver from the Hydros research vessel. My crew is dead. Radars don't work. I don't know where I am. Somewhere in the middle of the ocean.
Is this a PlayStation 2
I
game?
found a complex of underwater science stations. At least 5 of them. They're interconnected by short-range submarines. Useful, but not a viable escape option. And they're trying to kill me. But I can't leave without... There are creatures inside the stations. Most of the scientists are dead. These things are not from this world. What I've seen here defies all logic. Nothing makes sense. There's no way out of here. I'll have to go down below. Assuming the place they mentioned really exists. What they say is true. If this gets out, we're all in danger. If anyone's hearing this, send help. Now.
Bioshock Subnautica. I don't know. It didn't look good. The gameplay looked ropey. I'd have to feel the gameplay. Felt very generic. I don't know. It needs to do a lot more to win me over. It needs to do a lot more to win me over. Because that weren't doing it for me. That did not do it for me, I'm afraid, Hayden. MJ UK 84 has gifted 5 memberships to the stream. Thank you, MJ. Appreciate you. And no, Zaku Boy has been a sorcerer for 15 months. Says Soundwave. Can I I've got to goddamn get out my way. Soundwave superior. Constricticons inferior. Soundwave superior. Constricticons inferior. Something like that. Joseph Beinwick with a 19-month Bard membership. Thank you. Unbeliever with a $5 says DC should have rebooted with Batman and Superman trilogies in the 1930s or 40s. Gangsters, Tommy Guns, Deco Metropolis, and Gothic Gotham classic cars. No. If you're going to do your heroes, you got to do your heroes contemporary. Does that mean you can't incorporate Art Deco into contemporary times? Of course it doesn't. I mean, Burton's film, they brought in a lot of Art Deco to contemporary times. But no, you don't want a 1930s, 40s. No, sir. No. Mila has been a bard for 18 months. Trucker Rob with a $5 says, gotta go back to work, and I don't want to interrupt your flow, but I shall send you the terms of my bet soon. Doesn't mean I agree to anything. Be afraid or don't, I don't care. Eddie Brock with a €6 says, as plans to buy any paperback soon. Just purchased ASM by Michael Straczynski, Volume 1, back when ASM had a good story and relatable characters. I don't buy paperback. If I buy the comics themselves. I just, as I said at the beginning of I said during the stream, I don't know if you're here, but I just bought the 1 to 100 run of Superboy from 1994. That run. So I'm going to be bagging and boarding those on Tuesday's Real BBC, where Yellow Flash is the guest, and Yellow Flash is a big comic fan. Yellow Flash and I, we'd have a lot of comic talk between us in DMs. We just talk comics. That's all we talk, you know. I mean, Steve Bannon gives us our orders, and then we discuss our orders with Mein Führer. Something like that. Davyverse with a £5 says, "Hey, yo, chat. Do you remember when Toys R Us went bust? I scored for the Transformers display artwork for £5. Optimus Prime artwork hanging up. Nice. Dude, awesome." And sadly, yes, I do remember when they went bust. Niku-san has been a member for 19 months at the Witcher level. Says, been a while since I've caught one of your streams. Good to see you again. I need to know, do you think tights, thighs, thick, he's put think, that's why he got me. Thick thighs still save lives? Fuck yeah, they do. Fuck yeah, they do. Thick ties save lives. Game Fossil gifted 20 memberships to the stream. Game Fossil, thank you, dude. Fucking yesterday as well, man. Gifted like 40 memberships yesterday as well. Game Fossil, thank you, dude. That is insanely generous. And remember, folks, 8 p.m. UK time tonight. Sunday fun day. Sons of the Forest. Time for some more spelunking and screaming. Game Fossil, thank you. You're a legit. You are a legit. StrikerX24 with a $5 says, will you still be reviewing Gotham Knights? I miss your rants. Also, why did you decide against seeing Red Death? You could get one more yes, it will be. I'll be reviewing Gotham Knights on my own, so that I can do it in the format that I did Batwoman. I can't bring myself to watch The Flash, never mind. I hate DC Metal. I hate it. I loved Greg Capullo's artwork. But DC Metal, fuck. All of the Dark Universe Batman, I just no. So I hate The Flash, I hate Dark Metal, and I hate Batwoman. That's too many. That's too much. That is too much. I would go insane. Ladar with 100 checks says, I just bought all of the Lego Hogwarts houses crests. Fook my life. I'm a Gryffindors. Look, I'm a Gryffindors. And I've even got Neville, Harry, and Lady, whose name I don't know. Lady on there as well. And this, of course, hold on, take Neville off. Take the minifigures off. Let's open up the house. And then you have the Gryffindor house. Which is really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And the reason why I got Gryffindor is because I did the Pottermore test. And I came out as Gryffindor. As a Gryffindor. So I'm very tempted to get the Harry Potter sets. Lego sets. And that kind of scares me because, you know, there's some, because I really like Diagon Alley, but I'd really like to have Hogwarts as well. but I'd also really like to have the Hogwarts Express. And I'd really like to okay, you see what happens? You see what happens? Things get out of control, people. They get out of control. Go back up there, Gryffindors. And it is a matter of space as well. Brad Best with a 4-month Sorcerer membership says, hello from Canada. As you should know, you're super amazing and funny. Keep it up. I wish I could, but I'm dead from the waist. Okay. Also, did you see the Batcave rumored Lego set? Apparently about 6,000 pieces. Yes. It's rumored to be coming out in June or July. I think June. I think it's meant to be coming out at June. It's going to be the announcement for the 1st of June. Yeah. I'm very excited. There's also some Newcastle Lego coming out this year. Shh. There's also some Newcastle Lego coming out this year as well. Canadians love as. Oh, thank you, Saint Adam. John the Impaler. There's some really cool sets coming out this year, which scares me. Which really scares me. That Rivendell set scared me, but I got it. I had to. I had to! It was the only way! I had to. John the Impaler with a $20 says, don't have tea, coffee. Will you have to do? Love you as. Thank you. Oh, don't have tea. Coffee will have to do. Love you as. Now run with coffee, John. Now run with coffee, good sir. Gordon Cadell has been a Witcher for 6 months. Thank you. Says, hey, Laz. You're looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and where it can go story-wise with the cool changes in the remake. And are you streaming FF16 when it comes out? Love all you do. Many thanks. Okay, so first of all, yes, looking forward to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Am I looking forward to where the story could go? Yes. Because I am treating Final Fantasy VII Remake as exactly that. It's a remake. It doesn't take away from the original for me. And so the changes that they did in the story are interesting. And yes, I want to see where that goes. And I am looking forward to it. And yes, I will be streaming Final Fantasy 16. I've purchased an internal game capture card. So I'll be taking out the sound card, which you don't use. Why? I'll be taking out the sound card. I'll be putting in the capture card and bringing the PlayStation 5 back upstairs. And then the Xbox is going to be my 4K Blu-ray player. 4K, yeah, 4K. Yeah. Bringing the PS5 back upstairs so that I can stream PlayStation 5 games again, which also opens the door for me to stream something else. Yeah, I only had, because of the size of the 4090, I only had room for one PCI. So I went with a sound card instead of a capture card. For some reason, I can't tell you why. So I'm taking the sound card out and I'm changing it with an internal capture card. Dawnbreaker with a $5 says, my favorite American comic book hero of all time is Ghost Rider. Second favorite is Moon Knight. My favorite manga superhero is Saitama. I'm not aware of them. Well, I am aware of like Moon Knight and Ghost Rider. I don't know much mangas. Last of Us 2. Nice. Cookies, coffee, and comics with a €6 says, great work with the diet. Keep at it. We want to see you do videos 20 years from now. Would be nice. Would be nice if I was 20 years from now, if I'm still doing YouTube videos. Holy shit. That would be incredible. I've been doing them for 10 years already. 10 years. Nearly 11. 11 years next month. Next month is my 11-year anniversary on YouTube. Fucking hell. That is mental. Hopefully I'll be in a different house in 20 years. Ours will be 87 in 20 years. Exactly. Exactly. Dawnbreaker with a $5 says, hey, Az, have you read Raging Golden Eagle's comic Blade Devil yet? I haven't. It's down there, actually. It's right there. It's down right there. Malon's Gaming with a $5 says, I'm afraid to publish my story as it's both naturally diverse but also realistic. So people on both sides will hate calling it phobic or woke. If you're not publishing your book because you're worried what people are going to think about it, you're in the wrong business, sir. I appreciate your super chat, but you're in the wrong business. If you believe in your product, you put your product out there and be damned what anyone else says. That's my advice. That is my advice. The Beast 808 with a $10 says, Aloha, Az. Got a guy did a solid for a brother of mine, wanted to shout out his Indiegogo called Joe Frankenstein. I really appreciate all you do, man. Remain blessed, brother. Thank you, dude. Thank you, man. Jonathan Aldrich with a £5 says, is doing any of the BBC Maestro courses worth it now that the BBC is full on woke? I never did any. I never did a BBC course, so I wouldn't have ever recommended doing a BBC course in the first place. I do watch Ghost. I watched the anime of Ghost in the Shell, and I do like Ghost in the Shell, but I haven't read any manga. But yeah, I love the Major. I love the Major. Alvaro Tavares with a 2 Brazilian says, hey, Az, here's a coin. Have a very nice day. You too. And I'm sorry for butchering your name, good sir. Charles Worley's become a member at the Bard level. Thank you, Charles. Maxim M with a £5 says, am I the only one that wants pop culture to stop making superhero movies and programs full stop now? I just see them damaging the culture too far. No, I mean, I you know, if they all got cancelled tomorrow, I wouldn't have a problem. I miss good fantasy. I miss good action and adventure films. Can we have some of those back, please? I don't know. Crimson Feather Plays has been a sorcerer for 4 months and says, hi, Az. Hi, how you doing? Jonathan Aldridge with a £5 says, again, is it worth doing under the BBC Maestro classes? No, I don't know. No, fuck them. Fuck the BBC. Don't give money to the BBC. Don't give money to the BBC. June 2, yeah. But I mean, that's, you know, that's one. I want more. Jake Skywalker with a $2 says, clearly racism against ants is to blame. I'm sure somehow they will manage to blame the failure of Ant-Man on racism. They'll be going, oh, nobody wanted to see Jonathan Majors as Kang because he's black. They'll try all those silly tricks. Jesus. American Comic Company with a $10 says better than Ezra. Or AIDS. AIDS better than Ezra. Yeah. Blanco Boy with a $10 says, help me, Az. I made a horrible mistake last Sunday and watched The Last of Us. But I'm a glutton for punishment and might watch it again this evening. Blanco Boy, if you want to watch it, seriously, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you want to watch it, watch it. I'm never going to tell you not to watch. Well, I can't, I don't have the power to stop anyone from watching. If you are enjoying it, watch it. If you like it, watch it. Do what you want to do. For all the things that I don't like, I'm sure there are people that like plenty of stuff that I don't like, and I'm sure vice versa, that I like plenty of things that other people don't like. I like, this recent episode of Picard was, I thought, fantastic. It was fantastic. When I did my episode 1 review of Picard, nobody gave a shit. Nobody watched it. And a lot of the comments were, they were nice in as much as they were like, appreciate the review, like it as, but don't care. So, that's fine. That's cool. That's fine. But I thought episode 3 of Picard was I thought it was a humdinger. I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Alex Maldonado with a $5 says the MCU collective after phase 3 were handed the Infinity Gauntlet and have proceeded to snap themselves out of existence. But they've certainly snapped any interest out of existence. I'll tell you that for nothing. Johnny B. Casual with a $5 says Ocean Man is fire. When's the world tour? Who knows? Next week. Kipper has been a bard for 31 months. Thank you, Kipper. Smoking one. I'll be home for breakfast. No Face with a $5 says, I'm doing my part. I didn't see Aunt May Quantum Manhood, but instead stayed home playing Sons of the Forest and reading Ernest Shackleton's South. There you go. Pirate Queen with a $5 says, do you have a PC game recommendation for Gen Zers who haven't gamed before? I like Hogwarts, having the same problem as Gary in The Witcher 3. Skyrim. Pirate Queen. Skyrim. It's never a bad game to go into. Skyrim. Dave Grimes with a €5 says, hey lads, did you know there is a True Lies show that's just started? Pilot episode is trash. Helen Tasker is played by the best friend from She-Hulk. Oh, gee. Oh. It's such a shame they never made any more True Lies after that movie, and that was the only thing they ever did with True Lies. Moving on, Monster Zero has been a sorcerer for 5 months. When can I send you some She-Hulk pops? Never. Wendy Ryan has been a Witcher for 19 months, says, I've been rewatching your Ghost of Tsushima and Mauler's God of War Ragnarok playthrough. I'd rather watch those than any movie out right now. Thank you for all you do. You're amazing, hilarious, and needed. Wendy, thank you. That's really kind. Thank you, man. I was going to say thank you, man. Thank you, woman. Kipper with a £2 says, is Final Fantasy VII Remake okay to start as a newcomer? Yeah. It's great. I think it's a great game. I've got a playthrough for members of the Sorcerer level and higher. If you're a member, Sorcerer level or Witcher level, if you go to the members tab, the secret playthroughs, which I have, one of them is a playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I might coom quite a lot at Tifa. Crimlon has been a member at the Bard level for 2 months. Thank you. Dawnbreaker with a $5 says Elder Scrolls is one of the best fantasy worlds ever made. And Saitama is One Punch Man. Okay. Yeah. Elder Scrolls is one of the best fantasy worlds made. Hitchhiker 42, how you doing? Has been a sorcerer for 10 months as I see a comic book dealer at a Leeds comic book fair, and he gets my modern comics slabbed and charges £30 for each CGC slab. Got them back in 7 weeks. Hitchhiker, can you email me those details? Heel versus babyface at gmail.com. I'd be if you could send me some details of where they are in Leeds. I might venture into Leeds and get that done. And there we go. We're caught up, folks. Oh, well, hold on. Le Chevalier de Lys with the 5 Canadian says, Skyrim stream when? Fully modded, perhaps. When will your contribution with Clownfish air? It's up. It's up. That video, that interview is up on the Clownfish website. I would like to do a Skyrim playthrough again, and I would like to do a modded Skyrim playthrough this time. Yeah, venturing outside's it's scary, Andrew. It's scary. I don't like to do it much, but you know. Dawnbreaker with a $5 says, if you want to watch a game playthroughs, I suggest General Sam Skyrim playthrough Cheradolf Sittler. No, I'm good. I'm fine. Right. We are caught up. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to be back tonight with another stream, 8 p.m. UK time. So just about 3 hours from now, Sons of the Forest Sunday Fun Day. Quarter Black Garrett, Jane Theory, X-Ray Girl, and myself. We're going to be trying to survive the cannibals on Up Island. Massive thank you to everyone who super chatted on the Real BBC on Tuesday. Thank you for allowing me to do this super chat square up to read your stuff out. Thank you to everyone who super chatted here and membershiped here as well. Naughty Sausages, Eastern time, that is 3 p.m. Eastern. 3 hours from now, if we were on the hour. So 3 p.m. Eastern. Massive thank you to my mods, everyone who watched today. I'll be back, as I said, this evening with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.